Today we're going to set up some alerts. What do I mean by alerts? Well, something that kind of interacts with you. It's going to be alerts that appear on your phone. So you're going to need to have Home Assistant set up and the companion app set up. I'll put a link just up here on how you can install the companion app. It's really simple and you just need to connect it to your version of Home Assistant. And we're going to talk about alerts because you could have a little message on the screen saying the door's open, but if you don't see the screen or it's on your dashboard miles away, then you're not going to know. So ideally you want some kind of alert that says this has happened. So let's roll the credits and get into it. Don't need anybody to be scared or worried, but it's not hard, it's not complicated. We're going to try and do most of it using the menu so it all kinds of makes sense. So the first thing we're going to do is create a script to do a notification. So scripts are in settings, automations and scenes, and scripts. Now before anybody says we're using scripts for a reason, we will go back to using automations, but we're going to use scripts for now. We're going to create a new script, and here it is. So all we want to do is add an action, and we want to add a notification. So let's go down to notifications, and I want to send a notification to my phone. Okay, I'm going to add a title, and the title is going to be what's great message. I'm going to put a mouse going on holiday. Spelled correctly. I press save script. Right, I've got a thing here. So I'm going to give it alert me. I'm going to add a description. Sends icon. If you've looked at icons before, you kind of get a drop down list, and I'm going to pick the word alert again, and it gives you all the alerts you could possibly have. Oh, I think the one with the light bulb, I like that one. Okay, and I'm going to click save. So I've got a script now, and we can run that script by clicking up here and saying run script, and it says triggered alert me. Now if we just quickly look what happened on the phone, you can see that it's displayed a message. So we've got an alert. So as you can see, that's displayed a message on the phone. It's not particularly helpful unless you want to amuse yourself with a joke every now and again. And it's going to be the same joke, I'm afraid, because when we look at it, it's always going to say the title of What's Grey and Got a Trunk, and a message of a mouse going on holiday. So it's always going to be the same. So what we're going to do first of all is make it a lot more interactive. So we go up to the menu at the top here, and we want to add fields. So we're going to add a field called my title, and it is going to be the title of a message. We don't want it to be multiple lines, we don't want to add a prefix, we want it to be text. And by default, if nothing's put through, we're going to put the words a blank title. So we've got that one. I'm going to press save script now, just to get that out of the way. We could say it's always required, so do we always want a title? Well, let's say yes to that. Right, so we now want to create another field called my message, and this will contain the message we want to send. Again, it's going to be text. I think I'm going to make this one multiple lines, so you could have multiple lines of text. The default is going to be no message text entered. It's just dawned on me, because I'm making these required, it's always going to have text in here, so this will never appear. But if we click on save, so we're kind of there. So we're going to get in to this, we're going to get my title, which is the title of the message, and we're going to get my message, which is the message itself. So what we actually need to do is, so we need to expand this out, and instead of saying the message, we need to get the variable or field my message. Now this is going to be a bit scary, because we're going to need to put two squiggly brackets, and the second squiggly brackets takes us into YAML mode, but it's still here. So we actually want to say hi message, close the squiggly brackets, and then in the title we want to say my title, close the squiggly brackets, and click save. Now if we go run script, I can click run. So in the title, we need to say, in quotes, double squiggly brackets, in the title, we need to say, in quotes, double squiggly brackets, my title, close squiggly brackets, close quotes, click save script. I'll now click up here and say run script. It brings up the alert me screen. Blank title is here. No message text entered. I can click run. And up it comes on the phone. So we've now got a script that gives you kind of information that we can pass to it. So let's go at creating a script that does that. So I'm going to close this run box, leave alert me alone, and I'm going to do it in an automation. So what I'm going to do is create a new automation. Okay, and I've got these things, and the way automation works is when a trigger happens, if the following is also true, then do this. So let's just have a go at making something happen. So if I say add action, now what I can do is just type in, oh look, alert me. That's that. So alert me wants to send a message. So I could type in here, door is open. My message, door is open and letting out heat. Okay, click save. This is going to be a door alert, and I'm going to add a description. Send an alert if the door is open. Click save. So we've got this script. If I run this script, away it goes and runs the script. So let's add to that to make it a little bit more exciting. I'm going to add a trigger, and I know I've got a sensor called door, but it's not going to show me that. So let's go device. There it is, door sensor. And the trigger, when the door has been opened, I want it to do this setting. I'm going to say 1 second. Save. So if I go to my door sensor, which isn't on the door, I've got it in my hands here, and it's closed at present. So if I do that, you can see door alert ran a second ago. I'm going to close it again now, put it back down over here, and if we look at the phone, so we've got a door alert which uses the same script. So what we can actually do is go to the end of the door alert and click duplicate, and I don't want to have when the door is open, so I'm going to click delete on that. Yes, I want to delete this trigger, and I'm going to add a trigger where a device called message lamp is turned on. Again, I'm going to say for 1 second, and I'm going to add that as a trigger. It's turned on for 1 second. So, but this time, instead of saying door is open, I'm going to say light is on with the message. It's like Blackpool illuminations in here. Click save. And this one's going to be interesting. This one's going to be light alert. Message if light is on. So I've got two. We have our light alert when message light is turned on, and the script is alert me. Just make sure that's fine. Okay, so if I turn the light on, the message appears on the phone. So you've got basic alerts set up now. There is a little problem though, because if we look at the phone and you just click on that message, up comes Home Assistant, which is really good. And then why are we here? If you've forgotten what that message is, it's gone. It was a temporary notification. It's not there anymore. So what we need to do is we need to set persistent notifications, and the way you do that is about what we're going to do. So I'm going to go to my script, the alert me script. Okay, so it's got there. Now it's very, very similar, so let's duplicate this one. Have a look at what's here. So we want it to send my title and my message, but instead of modifying your mobile, we need to do a different command, which is a persistent notification create. So let's save that script. So if I open the door, take the thing off, you can see the door alerts happened, and then close the door. I go and look at notifications, and there's one that I did as a test. You can see that the door's there, and if we have a little look on the phone, it's appeared and as I said, it's in Home Assistant. We can dismiss them all in the same place. So we could have two scripts, one that's persistent and one that's not. That's kind of up to you. I'm going to put them in one script though. So what I'm going to do is go to scripts, open the alert me script. I'm going to add a new field, and the field name is going to be persistent, and send a persistent message. It's not going to be text, it's going to be Boolean, so that's a yes, no, true, false type thing. I'm going to say it's required. I don't really need to do this because I've said it's required, but it's, do you always want to send a persistent message if it's not kind of put in there? So I'm going to say no, I don't want to do that. I'll save that there. What I then need to do is go down to the bottom here and add a building block. So what I'm going to do is do an if then, and my condition is going to be a template, and the value of the template is going to be persistent. So if template renders a value equal to true, so if persistent is true, then do this. So let's save that again. Now I could all set it all up again, but Home Assistant's really clever, so I can go up here, cut my persistent notification out, add an action and paste it back in again and click save. So we're in the right place. So let's go back to here. Oh, too far. So if I reach for the door sensor and open the door and close the door, nothing happens. And there is a reason why nothing happens. On our door alert, when we said alert me, I haven't got a value for persistent, so it's taken no. And by default, I've said that's false. So if we change this to true and then do save. So we're going to send that message. It's going to say, yes, I want to do a persistent message. And we'll see what happens. So we'll go back here. And this time, if we open the door and close it, it said now, look, I've got a notification. If we have a quick look at the phone, you can see that it's got the notification on the phone, and it can go into Home Assistant, and the notification will be in as a persistent notification. Right, that's it for today. It's a really long video, but hopefully you'll find it helpful, because now you can get devices telling you stuff's happened. It can go to your phone. It can go to your phone anywhere if you've got remote access kind of installed. So thank you very much for watching. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. And I'll see you on the next one.